Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. So what I want to do tonight is I want to do a test with this brand new Blake coax indicator that I recently got from one of my viewers named Joe. So as I said in SNS when I showed this is the first time I've ever actually had a Blake brand of coax indicator. This is made in USA and it's a pretty high quality item from what I can tell. It seems to have a better feel than the import models like I had shown, and I'm hoping that this end down here is not a weak point on this one too, and I hope it holds out for a while and doesn't break. But what I want to do is see if it finds zero. That's my main goal today. I want to go down there to the milling machine and set it up, and I want to indicate a workpiece using this Blake coax. And whenever I find the center using this, I want to take this out of the mill, and what I'm going to do is we're going to set up this Noga arm. This is one of the little mini Nogas that's made to go in the milling machine there. This is a 5/16 end, so you can put in a 5/16 collet, and you can hook up a test indicator or a dial indicator on the end. You have a fine adjustment out there, and I'll use this as well as this InterRapid test indicator that reads intents to kind of compare my readings and see if the Blake finds center. So the Noga, by the way, let's see if you can get you the part number right there. This model right here is an NF1022, in case you're curious about that. You should be able to jump over there to KBC Tools and pick up any of these items if you're interested. So let's go down there to the milling machine and have a little fun with some indicators and see what kind of readings we can get tonight. So the part that I'm going to use to indicate is this bead roller right here. This is something that I've had for a really long time. It ended up in my shop from somebody, and I don't remember who it was, and it just ended up staying there. But it's a nice part that's hardened, and I've used it a lot of times in the super spacer. I chuck this in the super spacer and I use this to find the center of it, and then take this part out and put my other part in. We're going to use this as well in the vise right here. Now I'm not going to worry about putting it in a V or anything like that. We're just going to very lightly, it'll be sitting down flat on the bottom of the vise on both sides there, and I'm just going to real lightly come up and snug the vise, and there it is. Alright, for the Blake I'm going to use a 3/8 collet. Make sure that you hold on to the thing until you get the collet snug so that you don't accidentally drop it out of there. At least that's what I do anyway. I'm always afraid it's going to just fall out of there. Same thing as when you loosen it. You want to go ahead and put your hand on it and lock the spindle up here and then loosen it up so it don't fall out on you. Alright, we're going to use our short feeler right here and the little torque arm. The only thing I'm picking apart so far is this wooden case. You probably noticed it, like whenever you pull the indicator out, whenever you flip the lid open, it wants to tilt back on you. Really not that big of a deal, but a little bit annoying. Move it out of the way. Make sure you got a good shot there of it. Now these feelers have a flat on it, so make sure you put the flat against the thumb screw back here. And you screw your torque arm in, and let's see, just snug it up right there. You have 3 positions that you can put your little torque arm into. I usually like it so that it's on the if you're looking at it, the right side there. And then I've also got a rod that I can stick in the quill up here. There's a hole, there's a 1/4 inch hole with a little thumb screw that you can stick a rod in. maybe put it on that side instead so that it actually holds it. Alright, put it neutral. Alright, so there we go. Alright, we can get it down there kind of close. You can spin it and see if you're out quite a bit one way, which we are. We're off a little bit. Now I like to do this by hand. You can turn the spindle on and just work the handles and it'll get the job done, but I usually like to take the low and slow process and just watch it. So let me see if I can zoom you in a little bit better. See it a little bit better here. Okay. Alright, so we're still heavy on this side. Just make small adjustments to the XY handles. All right, that's pretty close right there. Now those lines are supposed to be half thousandths. So I'm seeing just a little bit of wiggle. It looks like it may be a few tenths. I don't know, 3/4 tenths, because it's not moving the entire width of a resolution there. So I'm gonna use a digital readout up here. I'm gonna zero it, make sure that the table stays there. I'm gonna leave the table set where it's at. I'm just going to call that center. I'm going to retract it and we're going to swap it out. Now whenever you pull these out, I always put my finger on the feeler here so that it doesn't spring out, and let it go softly like that. And like I said, keep your hand on the indicator. So that it doesn't drop out of there. Okay? Now we'll go ahead and set up our Noga and our test indicator and see if it's center. So I swapped out the collet for the 5/16 to hold this shank for the Noga. Slide her all the way up in there and snug it up. Okay. Now I got to try to find the best position that's going to work for me and not block the camera too bad. Alright, I just tried to rearrange it some so that y'all could see it better on camera. Let's get you zoomed in there. Alright, now we're going to use our fine adjust here. Let's see if we can get it over. Get it so that you guys can see it. These things are really, really touchy. All right, let's just call that's 2/10 there. All right, minus 5. So we're about 4 to 5 tenths off side to side. And that's 3. And that's 4 on the back there. So it's only showing about what, maybe 2/10 on your y-axis off. Okay, and about 4/10 side to side. All right, that's not too bad. I think the Blake has actually put us pretty well in center. We knew that after I had found center with it that we were still off several tenths, you know, maybe 3 or 4 tenths, and I think that's what we're showing here. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that's what we're seeing. And that little test indicator is just super fidgety. So I don't know, what do you guys think? I think the Blake is going to get us there. It's going to put us on center, and I'm going to enjoy using it. All right, guys, I think that's going to conclude our first little test out of the gate with the Blake coax indicator right here. I wanted to get my hands on it and do a little bit of indicating and just kind of have some fun tonight and see how the indicator works. And so far I'm liking it, and I knew that I would. And the only real gripe that I have about it really is just this case so far. When you take the indicator out, it wants to fall back, see, like that. And if you have the lid up there like that and you pull the indicator out, it wants to fall back. So that's my only real gripe about it, is that I think the case could be improved somehow so that it doesn't do that. Make it even so that whenever you open the lid up, that it's even on both of the bottom there. The indicator itself seems to be good, and we'll see how it holds out. The arm I was talking about, hopefully they have a better arm here than the El Cheapos that we're used to using. And as far as finding center, testing it with that Noga arm and the InterRapid test indicator, seems to me like we got pretty equal results finding the center of that die over there. So you be the judge. I showed you what I seen exactly, and again, just having a little bit of fun out here tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you again real soon.